And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Anthony Harris.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A first down and then some for Montgomery. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Montgomery. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
David Montgomery.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 37-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Newton. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To the catch made by Hopkins. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Bears 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd down, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 23-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Patterson. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
That's a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Now they go screen, it's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Montgomery. They'll run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Third. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And the Vikings first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins now. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
To Dalvin Cook.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 30-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They snap it to Newton. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up
another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Cousins to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Vikings 24, Bears 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. From the gun, Newton gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that's caught inside the 30.
You know what?
Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7. at the 34-yard line.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
Many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
Formation for the Vikings.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted and got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
You're set. Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Minnesota, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire NFL.
Forget